Hello and thank you for downloading my free ebook on finder's fees, the easiest money you'll ever make. My name is Matt Goldberg and I've been a finder for many years, and I make thousands every month earning finder's fees. When you receive your ebook, have a good read through and you will see what a finder is and how exactly you can earn finder's fees in this trillion-dollar industry. And the great thing about being a finder is that you don't have to buy or sell anything, and you don't have to invest any money in anything. So while you're waiting for your ebook to arrive, I've made a short video on a case study on how I make my finder's fees. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the computer. I'm going to show you a short presentation on how I go out and earn a finder's fee without even buying and selling anything whatsoever. After you've finished your ebook, I'm offering you a great opportunity to get into my training program, where I'm going to show you step-by-step methods on how you can start to make money as a finder. So let's jump straight into the computer. Okay, so welcome to my case study presentation, where I'm going to show you exactly how I earn my finder's fees. So when you've actually received your ebook and read through it, you will see this trillion-dollar industry that I'm actually involved in and have been involved in for over 28 years. And that is the surplus inventory industry. This industry is a massive industry that you can earn fortunes in finder's fees from. And it's actually going out and finding inventory from companies that are slow moving, surplus, excess. And this is inventory that is in companies' warehouses right across the world. And this is inventory that they need to get rid of. They need to find buyers for. And so as a finder, we can go and find that type of inventory and then help these companies find a buyer for that inventory. So this case study is with a product category that I chose, which is basically a home product. And so I deep dived further into home products, and I decided to go and look for fan heaters or heaters, anything related to heater products for the home or office. So what I'm going to show you is how I will go and earn my finder's fees. So I'm going to go and find companies across Google, LinkedIn, Facebook, eBay, Amazon, any type of company that sells heaters and heater related products. The methods I teach in my finder's fees coaching program show how to actually approach these type of companies and exactly what to say to them, and actually how to get offered surplus inventory from these companies that will then start to create a finder's fee opportunity. I'm basically planting the seed. I'm approaching these companies to see if they've got any surplus inventory. And then when I start getting offered that surplus inventory from these companies, that is going to start the process of me earning my finder's fee. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be building contacts across the heaters category. So I'm going to be finding companies across those searches and platforms that I've just mentioned. I'm going to be finding contacts who sell heater type products. And so the methods you can use can be email, telephone, messaging. But the specific method that I use and that I teach in my coaching program is by email. And the reason I use email is because it's very effective. It's very time effective. It's very cost effective. And I use cold email And that means, I will just contact a load of companies that I don't even know, and they don't even know me. So that's cold email. The great thing about it is, when I'm emailing companies, I'm not trying to sell them anything. I'm actually offering a service. I'm offering to solve a problem for them. I'm offering to help them with their problem inventory. I'm offering to find a solution for them to get rid of this surplus inventory they've got in their warehouse that they need to get rid of. They need to find a home for that inventory. And I'm the guy that is offering that service. I'm the guy that's offering to help find them a buyer for that inventory. So what I'm doing is I'm emailing a quantity of companies that sell heater related products. That could be 20, 30, 40, 50, up to 100 or a few hundred companies in my country, even other countries as well. Once I've emailed these companies, I'm going to start getting offered some surplus inventory from a percentage of those companies that I've emailed. So this was a specific inventory that I was offered from a company that had some surplus inventory of heaters in their warehouse that they needed to find a buyer for. So these were 8,400 portable fan heaters. This company had a big quantity of heaters and they needed to find a buyer for that inventory. I'd been offered that inventory. Now what? What am I going to do? I need to locate a buyer. Of course, without a buyer, I'm not going to earn my finder's fee. So what do I need to do to locate a buyer for that surplus inventory of heaters? I use a lot of various methods in my finder's fee coaching program, and I give you obviously the strategies, the specific methods and systems that I use in my business every week to find qualified buyers that I know are looking for that specific type of inventory that I've been offered. There's various methods that I use, which can include Google searches, my own website inquiry form, existing contacts that I already have. Obviously, if you're a newbie in this business, it's going to be mainly Google searches to find specific buyers. And so who's going to buy a big quantity of inventory? Well, I can tell you who's not going to buy big quantities of inventory. Small retailers, small wholesalers. They're just not going to buy 8,400 units of a heater product. And so I need to have in my mind the type of buyer that I'm going to be approaching with this inventory. I need to know that they're going to be in the market for that big quantity. It's a lot of inventory, 8,400 units. So I'm going to be approaching big wholesalers, big distributors, large retailers, traders or brokers who have their own network of contact buyers themselves, so they can actually go and find a buyer themselves. Importers and exporters who are related to that specific product category. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go and email a selection of buyer contacts that I know would be interested in this specific type of inventory. I'm going to email them all the details. I'm going to email the quantity, the specification, the photos, and everything about this inventory that I've been offered. I'm not going to include the seller details, okay? I'm just going to offer them the inventory. And I'm going to sit back and wait for a buyer to reply back to me with their interest. Once I have that buyer interest, I am then going to get the buyer and the seller connected. And that will be on the back of my buyer signing a finder's fee agreement, agreeing an actual finder's fee with me. Before I connect them with the seller, I'm going to agree with the buyer what finder's fee they're going to give me, and they're going to sign a finder's fee agreement. So when I found a buyer for these heaters, I agreed a finder's fee of 25 pence per unit, which equaled £2,100 finder's fee on that inventory. And that was the finder's fee that I agreed. I got them to sign a finder's fee agreement. This is something I deep dive and go into detail on in my coaching program, because you have to get a finder's fee agreement signed by the buyer before you connect them with the seller who is selling that inventory. Once they've signed that finder's fee agreement, then everything is airtight. This was easy money for me. All I had to do was go and find that inventory. I knew which type of buyers that would be 100% interested in this type of inventory. And I've done all this without even buying that inventory, without negotiating a price on that inventory, without even selling that inventory, without even investing any of my own money in that inventory, without buying that inventory myself, without holding that inventory, without storing that inventory in a warehouse, without even seeing that inventory. All I've done on email is go and find that type of inventory from a specific product category that I chose, and then put the buyer and seller in contact with each other. And then I got paid my finder's fee that I agreed with the buyer. So here's the invoice, £2,100, and that money was transferred into my bank account. These are the sort of deals, guys, that I'm doing in my business every single week, and there's no limit to the finder's fees that you can make each week or month. And the great thing about it is you can actually do this on the side of your existing job, or if you're actually already running a business, you can actually plug this into your existing business. So what I teach in my coaching program, how to find the right buyer contacts and how to build a big network of buyer contacts and seller contacts. That's what I teach in my coaching program, guys. So if you are interested in joining my coaching program, there is a button further down on this page where you can get into my coaching program. And if you want to see some video testimonials, scroll down and you can see some testimonials from some of my students who are already in my coaching program and are already making money in finder's fees. When you finish reading the ebook that I sent you, towards the end you will see a link where you can click through to my coaching program, where you can actually purchase the program. And also you will see in the ebook and further down on this page some of the bonus trainings that I have added to my coaching program as well, worth over $2,000. If you want to get into this business of earning finder's fees without even buying or selling anything or investing any money yourself whatsoever, then jump into my coaching program and you can be earning thousands in finder's fees yourself. If you want to get into this business, you've got me to guide you throughout the process and to help you every step of the way. So please jump into the coaching program and I will see you on the other side.